Jim, you initially signed for Dunfermline as a youngster, 71-72, but you were probably here before that as a kind of youth.
I signed for Dunfermline when I was 14, just over 14-year-old. But I signed professionally, as you say. I left school on the Friday and started in 71, I thought. It was 71 anyway, and but it was great. It was quite difficult to get signed for Dunfermline at that time, because I just won the Scottish Cup and the European exploits, and so they were a big team to sign for, one of the top in Scotland at the time.
And you were a fan?
I'm trying to think of the first game I went to see, because believe it or not, I was across towards the Cowdenbeath end, the bottom side. I was standing, and I'm sure it was Partick Thistle, and I was so impressed with John Lunn. John Lunn was playing in that. I didn't really know who John Lunn was at the time. I just wanted to go and see football, and Dunfermline in the first division, a really good team. I went to see, and I saw some of the European games, of course. And when you were in S form, you got to get in. You got a wee card with your name on it, and the Dunfermline badge, and Jim Leishman S signing, and that you showed that, and you got in the front door, and you stood in the centre where the teams come, the old dressing rooms where the teams come down. That was our bit. It was great, but at one stage you had to near enough be a school international to get signed, like say Gordon Pate, Kenny Thompson, Bonar Mercer, wee Jimmy Scott, James Patterson, Pud Patterson, and they were all good players, really good players at that age. Kenny Mackey, there's another one. Jim Wallace, they were all really good. Were a really good young youth setup, were really good players at that time. And it was great. We're all pals, we're all great pals. It was good. It was a good laugh.
So you were, Alec Wright was the manager then, and I think you had previously played with Dunfermline United. Is that where you were picked up?
No, I was picked up with Town Hall Boys Club, and it was George Farm was the manager when I signed an S form. George Farm, and I can mind I had a chance to go to Newcastle. A guy from Valleyfield, Mick McGinley. He was a Newcastle scout, but he also ran the Valleyfield team. And Joe Harvey come up to the house for Newcastle, but I'd already signed for Dunfermline, and I was quite happy. And so I played with Town Hall Boys Club with the Campbell twins, Ian Dare, Remy Allen was the goalie, Davy Westwood. No, it wasn't Davy Westwood. What was his name? Oh, I can't mind the other goalie. But great team, Town Hall Boys Club. Tuesday, Thursday, getting the bus full of Gelly, getting off at the police station and getting a bus up to Town Hall every Tuesday and Thursday. That was your pocket money. You just wanted to play football. And then I only played a short time with Dunfermline United. Because I went from under 14s to under 16s with Town Hall, and then I started the season with Dunfermline United. Then I got called up to the first team. Well, to the professional setup. Great, what a thrill! It was a thrill.
I was going to ask you how you felt at that time, but you just said it.
Oh, it was great. It was a great. I stayed in Lochgelly at the time, and you got the bus for Lochgelly, and you were sitting on the bus, and you thought, well, I'm going to be a football player. I'm going to train, and it was exciting. It was really exciting, and when I played my first game for the first team, I got money, my signing on fee I got, and we had also at that time you got £5 a week. Andy Young, who was the chief scout at that time, the S forms were all getting £5 a week, but you only got that if you signed professional forms. So I was lucky I got that, and I got a wee sign on fee, and I bought a car. Great, I got a car. I didn't pass my test. I was 29. I got the manager's job here, and I got for next door, the garage next door. I got a what kind of car was it? It was a Nostin or a Rover or something, so I used to bring it along here, and my mate, with Charlie, put the L plates up and drove away, the L plates. So 3 months driving the manager's car without a licence, always having somebody beside me. Can you believe it? That was when I got the manager's job. I'm fast strong of it, but when I got the manager's job, it was 50 quid a week, and 6 litres of petrol. That was my wage, and I couldn't drive, but I kept up, and I passed my test. I was very chuffed. But that was great.
When we go back to the start of your playing, the players here, the first teamers here were the likes of Ian McGarr and John Arrow and Willie Callahan and Dave McNichol and John Cushley and that. So it must have been some setup when those senior players that were here, that had a lot of them had played in the 60s, as you said. So it would have been good coming here. It was great.
It was great. Even just before that, you had, when we were 14, 15, you come in at Easter holidays, Christmas holidays, you got to come in, and you went down to McCain Park with the seniors, and trained. You weren't training with the senior squad, but you were getting involved, and sometimes George Farm would say, right, Leishman, 15 minutes, Pud, 20 minutes, whatever, and you got a wee taste of it then, and it was great. That's when Bertie played, Bertie Payton, Paddy Gardner, Big Duke Bailey, Roy Barry, all the boys. That was the halcyon days, all these great players, and you learnt from them. They taught you how to get stuck in and keep the ball, and that was great. And then moving to the players that you're talking about, Christine, it was great. Again, I was like, say, Willie Callaghan's understudy, and then John, I was lucky to play with John Lund, but John was recovering from leukemia, so that was only 2 or 3 games before John took ill again, which was sad. But as you mentioned, John Cushley, Dave McNichol, great player, Dave McNichol, a right good athlete, strong, good in the air, Davey. But John, I can remember playing at Clydebank, and I was right back, and John Cushley was the centre half, and we got a corner. So I was quite tall, so I went up for the corner to go to cut it, and he chucked it out, and I was running back, and big John Cushley shouting, come in here, because we were left a bit isolated. But I kept going out, and if the boy had beat me, John Cushley was no chance, So he kept shouting, come in here, and I heard him, but I thought I was going to get the ball. Anyway, it skiffed off me and went out for a corner, so I ran back to the post, and John Cushley slapped me on the head. There's your fucking tell, he says. Ridiculous like that. I was only 17. There's your tell. So you did. But you learned that was a learning curve. That was a learning curve. Willie Callaghan was great. Willie Callaghan, he was a great fullback. And I saw him at the great times when he was one of the best in Scotland. Callaghan Lund. That was every game. They were the first 2 fullbacks, and they were great, the 2 of them. Both we were ahead of the time attacking fullbacks, wingers and converted Jockstein converting them, or Willie Cunningham converting them to attacking fullbacks. Great. And I learned Fairey boys. It was great. And you played with them during the week. During the week you couldn't get to play your position centre half or right back because Willie Callaghan was there, and whoever was centre half, David McNichol. So you got to be shot in midfield or wherever. So you learnt everything. That was great, man.
Can you remember who you made your debut against?
Ayr United, down at Ayr. And it was funny because we played a WM formation, which was never heard of. George Muller had went somewhere to Germany or to Holland or something. It was a W and an M, and I was in a central position. Alec Edwards was wide right, and it was Jordan Muller at the time. Says I was called Don Juan. When you get the ball, get to Alec Edwards. Didn't do nothing fancy. Just get to Alec Edwards. And that was my instructions. That was it. Win the ball. Get it. It was simple. that was it. I didn't have to do nothing. Get the ball, Alec. Alec Edwards. But great. It was great doing it here. Alec Ferguson was playing, and that was hard. Again, for a young boy, he's up there and his elbows, they all talked about it, watch his elbows, he's up and his knees are in your back and you say, oh, cause I'm going to dance tonight, man, give us a break, I'm going to dance like that. But he was towards again the end of his career, but because it was Dunfermline and he loved it here, he was trying so hard. But they had it was different, well, not different, but it's not the same as today, where at that time they were all hard. It was a different rules. You could tackle from behind, you could go up when your elbows are up, and you know, the boys like say John Cushley and David Nichol, they were shouting, get in there, because they were wanting to get their bonus, eh? It was there. Me, I was just wanting to get a game. It wasn't about money at the time. I got 12 quid a week for signing on, £12. And I got £5 if I played in the second team. So I was getting 17 quid a week. My pals were getting maybe 7 or 8 quid apprentices in the dockyard. So I was getting this. It was great, man. But they boys were looking for their £40 bonus or whatever it was, whatever bonus we were getting at the time. And so you had to do your bit. And you wanted to do your bit, you wanted to, because Dunfermline was such a proud team. It was brilliant. Again, and you got stuck in. 90 minutes passed like that, unless you went to Parkhead. It was always, oh, come on, what's the score, 4-0? Oh, come on. Oh, there's only 40 minutes to go. Well, that was a different story. Parkhead and Rangers. But no, great. The debut was, you want to know, after it, you couldn't settle down. And the day before that was Alec Wright, as I said, and Willie McLean. While I was assistant, he come and chat my door and said to me, right, you're with the first team squad tomorrow. Like that. And it was funny. I can't imagine. I think the W was the attacking, the two wide boys. And when we lost possession, we went to an M. But Chris Alec Edwards gone back to defend. No chance. No chance of that. But no, great. It was a great experience. And you were so excited. You couldn't wait and tell your pals, eh?
Yeah, the following season, your second season here, well, we were relegated that first season you were here, and then, so we're in the second division in 72, 73.
But you must have been out that game, that season, Christy. You must have been out that season we were in. That was at Ibrox. You've missed the Ibrox, Christy.
Oh, I've not said that one.
Aye, that's ridiculous. No, I'm not accepting that.
I was trying to avoid that.
I know, but I didn't.
I've got one for you.
No, but that was the season. It went to the very last game before we go into the next season, and we beat Morton here. I'm sure. No, was it Morton on this? We drew with Clyde. Sorry, on the Saturday, and that was my first goal for the first team, in a 2-2 draw up the town end. It was a corner, and the goalie palmed it, and it was a diving header. And that was great. That was the greatest feeling of life, football, was scoring for Dunfermline in the arena. And they all jumped on top because it was so important. And after they got up, I got up again and started running again. Yeah, I was celebrating like that. And then that was a Saturday. Then on the it was at the Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm not sure, we played Rangers at Ibrox, and that was just fantastic. Great achievement for all the team. Yeah, I cannot talk about the goal now, but we had to dig in, because Rangers obviously a big team, European Cup Winners' Cup and whatever. The only one that was missing for the cup final was John Gregg. He had a wee injury, so I think Alec Miller played instead of him in that game. But the rest of the team all played in Barcelona. 4-3. It was great. Kenny Thompson, Kenny Mackey scored. Myself, Sandy Jargan, that was the 4 goal scorers at that time. Then on the Saturday, 1-0. Dundee United here, and we got beat 1-0. And I had a chance to score, and the goalie saved it. And then after the game, I can mind how sad it was. Barry Mitchell was playing for us at the time, and Barry had made this statement. I can remember him saying, "Who cares? I'm away to Aberdeen." And he got one punch right in the face. I think it was Wally Callaghan actually, wee Carl just sacked him, or somebody hit me in the face, and because they were that disappointed. I think the boys knew this is the final for me here, this is the finish for me here, because we're getting relegated to the old second division, first and second division. So that was the sadness of that. That's what it meant to the older boys that they had got relegated, and for us it was sad too, but we thought, well, we're
It
still
gave
young.
you guys an opportunity, because George Miller was the manager and he went with youngsters. So, you know, the young team was the likes of Graham Shaw and Ken Mackey and the used to Jim Wallace. And Alec Kinnaman came in and he was the senior player. So he had a lot of responsibility, I think, on his shoulders, Alec.
We seen the pre-season that year, Christine. We went to Stirling Albion. We played Stirling Albion. And it was quite a lot of the older guys that played. I was playing, and but a lot of the older guys, and we got beat 6-0 at Stirling Albion. They hammered us. Rab Duffin, Mickey Lawson, and different boys. I can't mind the other team, but they were. And then that's when it happened. That's when all the older guys went, and I started right back. Jim Wallace left back. The new Callaghan Lunds at that time supposed to be. Kenny Thompson came in. With Jimmy Scott. And that season then Graham Shaw signed for, and I'm not sure if it was Musselburgh Athletic or Musselburgh Junior, an Edinburgh team, and they teamed up together, and Jim Gillespie, and Alec Edwards went to Hibs, £13,000, and Bertie had got his leg breaking, so he was no longer there. He was a great influence on boys, and John, that was just about the last of the 60s boys, but as youngsters, you're right, what an opportunity, and when you get an opportunity you have got to take it. Some of the boys didn't take it, but I said, this is it, this is what you want to do, go and get it. It was brilliant for me, because I became a regular first team player. I had a great season.
You did, because you got promoted back up to the first division, and then there seemed to be a few injuries to players. Did you play at centre half at the
when we got promotion, Christine, I played 30 plus games. I think there was 36 games, and I was near enough 30 games, so that was quite good. And then Dave McNichol got injured, so I got moved into centre half. Me and Kenny Thompson, we were the two centre backs. And it's great. But I played the first year, or I started in the old first division at right back early on, because I mind the first game was against Celtic. I scored a winning goal for Celtic.
Yes, that was what I was going to say. Here at East End Park.
Oh, goodness. Dave McNichol brought. I don't know if you saw it, the clip.
Yes.
You know, but what an atmosphere! That's when I went to see them. That's what it was like. And when Celtic and Rangers came here, it was full. Yeah, and we had more people at that time. We had a bigger capacity at that time, but it was great. See, when you walked down the steps, I can mind George Miller ever in the dressing room, and we were all young boys, our first times and that. And George Miller opened the door. He says, "Listen to that. Who doesn't?" Because he was a great player. And the 61 teams, they didn't fear nobody. Who wouldn't want to go out there and play? I was like, oh, shut the door. No, but it was. He was right. Yeah, and it was just like a misty sound. But you can only like the mist coming in. It was just the same. It was just like the sounds coming in. And you're saying that, and then when you walk down the steps, just amazing, amazing at East End Park. And it was Jackie Singleton was wide right at the time. George Miller, he brought Jackie up, and I can mind again. I'm at the Celtic game. But if you go back to the League Cup section, we had Hearts and we went to Tynecastle and beat them at Tynecastle. Jackie scored 3 goals. We come across here and we beat them 2-1. That was the following season. Sorry, I'm on track. I'm getting you mixed up. Sorry. No, but I'll come back to that because we beat them twice.
Yeah.
And that was great. Sorry, I'm way ahead of it.
No, you're fine. Honestly,
I'm getting excited.
But when that season we stayed up in the first division, I think they won the last game against Dundee United.
Great.
Oh, that was a bit nerve-wracking, maybe.
Leishman's voice was heard reverberating all throughout the stadium. That was in the centre of the post. That was it. I was playing against Andy Gray. Oh yeah, boy, great. And Graham Shaw scored a goal, won that. Half time we're shouting and saying, "Come on, we're getting chances, you got to take a chance." We won that. Absolutely brilliant game. Andy Gray was amazing. Because he was going back and helping the midfield, he was going back and defending and whatever. Because it was his last, I think it was what he did really well in his last game. When he came up, it was good near. So you had to be really alert, you had to be on your toes, but it was great. We all really dug in there, we really dug in and got the result. And after just another tennis, what's the other side, table? The Tay Bridge, the 5-side table. Went to a pub in there, Tayport Hotel or something. Well, I didn't drink a lot at that time, but I had a good thing. And my girlfriend was from Kirkcaldy, right? And her mum and had a chip shop. So I woke up sitting on the bag of toys. That's my memory waking up in the morning. Great, and we'd stayed up, mate, You know, it was what a great feeling, because you wanted to play at the top level, you wanted to play up there against all the great players, and so we were going to do it. And you felt you had learnt then, Christine. You're getting stronger, mentally stronger, all the boys. And you're playing against the best players,
Yeah.
I played against Jimmy Johnson twice. Never met him once. Hey, he was great. Wally Henderson. That's just two wingers, two great wingers.
Who was, talking about them, who was the most difficult person to play against?
Me? Doug Leash was. I played against here, I was in midfield at that time, we played it here, I can't remember, 4-0 or 3-0 we would be. I was playing against him, but he was tricky. I was only learning the trade, he was sort of, no at his peak, but he was attracting it. I think that's the season he went to Liverpool, so he was quality, he was difficult. I never played against Jimmy Johnson and Wally Henderson at their peak, when they were in the mid to late 60s, when they were world class to them. Jimmy was only, he had been getting a lot of injuries and that, but I did play against him twice. But I played against him at Parkhead in the semi-final of the second 11 Cup. We beat him. A boy called Jim Graham for Leishman, he scored the 2 goals. And we got to the final, the reserves, and it was a big competition then, And we beat them for Parkhead Thistle. We beat them 1-0 here, they beat us 2-0. But they played their first team, that was a wee bit. Anyway, should have done better, should have beaten them. But some great players, Some great players. We did the wee Spanish thing, with the pre-season games. Sorry, you're just making me remember. Best player, foreign player, Rosenborg Trondi, not a clue who he is. We were on tour, the year we signed Geir Karlsson. We played the first game, Stavanger Viking, who became a famous European team for Norway. We beat them 1-0. That was great. We got a great reception for the fans and whatever. A team called Ålesund, brilliant. We got a flight for Trondheim to Oslo in this wee plane up the fjords. We landed, and we get a bus into the wee ferry across and we had to go up, and the stadium was halfway up the mountain, halfway up the hill. So on one side it was all the slab type thing for the hill, that seating area. The other one was the stadium. That was great. We didn't have, like the boys knew, they've got their club blazers, and we didn't have it at the time. You had to go and get your suit. I went to Rose Street in Edinburgh and got a double-breasted pinstripe suit, bell bottoms, the suit with the turn-ups, dark green shoes, brown platforms, white shirt and a dark green tie. Oh, the bee's knees, man. And the first time I put it on, it was in Trondheim, right? And after that, on with the suit, because before the game there was the Norwegian ladies were playing, sorry, the Ålesund was the team. Ålesund ladies were playing against a select team, and they were at the function. So I said, "Oh, if you're no first, you're last." So I was right across. And that's why I was called Dunfermline. And I sat down, honestly, I had my hair. I sat down on the table talking to this, because they all spoke great English, you know. Hello, it was you. I'm saying, right, yeah. And Big Graham Shaw come up with a jug of water, chucked on my jacket. I'm like, "What are you doing?" I'd sat next to this candle, and there was it was all simmering in the back of my jacket. It was like a carry-on film. You know, you got iron and you put it right through. I stood up and there was a big hole. Well, so I got that jacket on once. Big talk about it. All the boys were peeing themselves laughing, and that was it. And even worse, I didn't get fixed with a bird. That was the worst bit. Yeah, I could have handled it. But
I remember the state of the jacket.
I chucked it out, and that was it. I was never going to get it fixed. It was just, just like that, and my hand went right through. I said, "Oh, God, funny. That was a great trip. Team bonding, it was great. It was really, and the last game, to get back to what you're asking me, Trondheim, right? Rosenborg Trondheim. It was all amateur, part-time players, semi-professionals. That's what they were. They weren't amateur. So, but they got select players to come in. And I was playing right back that day. In front of me was Jimmy Skull. And then a wee winger, I said, "We're all knackered, I said, "Scotty, you have to slow him up." He says, "Right, I'm going to tackle him. I'll tackle him. You come in late. So we didn't get booked. So I said, right, so I saw Jimmy and the boys were coming, and Scotty went, and I went right in, the knee right in his back, and the boys go like that, so he got carried off. Me and Scotty are shaking hands, That's that out the road, Well, they brought another wee boy, he was quicker, I said, "Oh." We got beat 2-0, We got beat, that was our only defeat, that, the wee boy, I should have just left the wee boy, But you got a zero on, that's what's here, but didn't work. But great, he was tricky that way. I wish I'd kennt his name. He still got the black and blue mark, I bet. But good time. Then you went to, we had to Spain. I played against this wee boy. John Lunn was playing. That was the one and only time I played with John Lunn on a pre-season trip to Spain. We played Real Zaragoza and somebody else. Can't remember, but we were Charlton Athletic. Charlton had cancelled. So we had to go as Charlton, right, for the advertising. And a boy called Fraser Elder, who was a newspaper reporter, he was Mr. 10%, we called him. So he set up all the games. And the last game, Lorette de Mar, they cancelled, so we had a week's holiday. Absolutely brilliant. But AC Milan were playing Inter Milan on the telly. So they spent in the Italian Cup final. So they didn't come out. So our kickoff was 10:30 at night. 10:30 at night. That's was knackers, man. 11:15. His Jordan Wallace tried to said, "Come on, lads, keep awake." I think it was 10:30. It was there at 10 o'clock, but that was strange, It was great. It was great. But it was a great experience playing against these Spanish boys, and big Spanish boys. It was just a great experience at that time for me. I'd never been. I think my first, I played a whole year, or I played the first, and then we went to this trip. I had to get a visa at the post office of the firm. So I went to play in Spain for 3 games. Came back, I went on my holiday, because I bought a car with my signing on fee that I got, a wee Mini. DUS 288C was the number. And we went, me and my pal, Morton McCann, we went to the south of France, to Logelli, south of France. Absolutely brilliant. We had 24 cans of Heinz beans in the back seat, right? 6 cans of lager, and he had 6 cans of McEwen's Export. That was our fridge and our lunchbox. Great, and we went right down to the south of France. Oh, great. Absolutely great. And in the morning you get out, you get a cheese and ham baguette, you put a can of beans on the back seat at the window. They would heat up, so you had hot beans with your cheese. Oh, great, man. Great. Brand in your chin. Whoa. that was our lunch in Vercampton. It was great, just a great time. So and then we went to Trundle. So in the space of 10 weeks, that was never been abroad in my life. Absolutely great. And then we started training serious for getting back into the lot of good teams at that time.
Yeah, because there was a lot of good teams, a lot of, as we say, provincial teams that were really good at that time.
Yeah, Motherwell, good team. Ayr United, good team. And the Rangers, Celtic, Aberdeen had good players. Big Wally Young, I can't remember his first name, but the boy Graham, the wee winger, went down south, and then so they were hard. Hibs, Joe Harper played with Hibs at the time. John Brownlee, who else? Alec Crockley and all they boys. Hertz, Donald Ford, Kenny Aird, all these boys. There are a lot of good players, right? But we had good players too. But I think it all came too quick for us. That was the problem. There were too many young ones at the one time. You know, you mentioned Alec Kinnermouth. Great. It was a great captain. Really unbelievable. When you look back, what he did, supporting the attack and helping us. He would shout, "You great, come on, come up, and come here." Beside it, great. Actually, he was the first boy I asked to be an assistant manager at Dunfermline when I was 29. But he was he had a big painting business and it was doing really well, and he couldn't do that to come into the fit boy.
When we get back to the football, the next season was 74, 75, and we were still in the first division. But that was the season that you broke your leg.
That was it. Against Hertz. We when I go back to what I was saying, we'd beat Jackie Singler the Wednesday before. We'd beat them 3-2, I think, and Jackie had scored 3 goals. He was great to play with. He kind of again past his best, but he would get the ball as a winger and hold the ball, and he would just drag it inside. As soon as he started to go inside, that was my cue to come up to overlap, and he would just slip it in. Great. And then that night, I was playing against Donald Ford. Donald Ford just he was in the World Cup squad to go to Germany, I think, at that time, 74, would I be right? Mexico 70 and Germany, I think so, right? So he was in the squad, and Jordan Mullen says, "Right, Don Juan," he says, I want you to mark Donald Ford. If he goes off for a shit, you go and wipe his arse, he says. That's my instructions. Tactics, eh? What's difficult about that? Again, I'm glad they didn't get taken off, that's the only thing. But I was playing against Donald Ford, and I was doing really well. At that time I was doing really well. I was attracting a wee bit interest. Liverpool and Don Revy, Andy Younger went down to Leeds, and Andy was a great fan of mine, and he was trying to get Don Revy to take me down to Leeds. £50,000 asking price at the time. But I was playing away second half out here, and before it, across the other side, right, and I whammed into Donald Ford. So shame, but he wasn't a tough player, but you had to make sure he cleans your ear and all that. That's how he goes doing it. So I'm just like this. So I goes back into the wall, right, for the free kick. The boy Drew Busby, mind you him? A funny running style, he ran like that. And he goes past me, he goes like that. Look at the tip of my nose. Oh, for God's sake, man. The tears are coming. John Coosley slaps me on the head again and he says, "Grow up, man." Christ, that's a wee nudge you get up. Like that. And then the second half, 81st minute it was. Kevin Beatty, Dunfermline, boof. That was it. What can you say? Double leg break. Compound fracture. So, I woke up on the Friday. That was a Wednesday night. I thought it was Thursday, because my mum was slapping my face. James. how did we get on last night? This is Friday. But we had 1-2-1, That was amazing point. But never got back. Never really got back.
Yeah, that more or less finished.
Oh, I played maybe 5 games or something. No, even that, I don't think. I couldn't turn, I couldn't turn as quick. I couldn't get there. People thought I wasn't wanting to tackle. That was my game. But I couldn't. I was always that minute, or not that minute, but that second slower to get there. And if I was going to, it was going to be a foul every time. So I didn't.
Do you think if, say, you had been playing just now, would it have made any difference to your recovery? You think?
I don't know, Christine, because I don't know, because it was. I think the modern advances with surgery. The surgeon at Mr. Dean's, his name was Mr. Dean or Mr. Dean's. He says, when I eventually get to see him, when he's doing his, you're the footballer. He says, I had to do a wee bit. I had to take my time with you. I had to make sure your big toe was in line with your knee. But my right leg's just, you wouldn't notice it, but it's just a wee bit shorter. And when I got tired, that's when I started. So I just went to Cowdenbeath.
Yeah.
Frank Connors.
Yeah.
Signed me in there.
But you didn't play him in.
No, I was at the end of the season. I wasn't, Christine. I was struggling to.
Yeah.
I knew that, and you want to know, you can ask the boys. I was training to get back fit. I was training 3 times a day. 3 times a day. Ralph Brand was assistant manager. I'd come in the morning and we'd do a circuit in the gym. His warm up was Hayden tennis. Never beat him once. It was great. And then I went out and we did some track work running. So you did upper bodies, and then you did track, and then you finished again. And your third session in the afternoon was more upper bodies or leg work. You did leg work in the morning, upper bodies in the afternoon. It was hard. So I went to 13, for 11 stone 6, 11 stone 7, I went to 13 stone 6. Because I was out for 17 months, 17 months, and you try to train, but you're saying no, but when you got the stookies off, you got all this off, right, this is it, and away you went. But couldn't really get back to play. It's funny, we all went to Blackpool. Mind the Stuart Kennedy game, we got beat 5-1 or something. Yeah. Doing it at Wembley.
Oh, yes.
But our headquarters going down was Blackpool. So we went into Blackpool for the night. But Ralph Brand, he weighed me, right? And they got a piece of paper, wrote on it, put it in an envelope and pinned it to the wall. If you come back heavier than that, I'm fining you a week's wages. She said, oh, no. So if it goes to Blackpool, we're giving it that all. And then goes to Brixton, we're staying on Brixton the night before the game. I had a pal for Perth who stayed in Abbey Road. So I went down there to Abbey Road, and it was the first time I went to a nightclub with 3 different levels. 3 different levels of music, soul music, whatever it is, heavy or whatever, and it was great. And then met the boys, went to the game. After it, we went back to Brixton, we were up, karaoke and we were singing and all that. Then we'd come home. Well, didn't get to Sunday morning, So early I phoned Ralph. I said, oh Christ, I better get my thinking head on here. Ralph, we didn't get into 3 or 4 o'clock. Do you mind if I didn't come in till 12? Yeah, but I'll see you at 12, big one. So I went up to the Carnegie bath, the saunas. I've got my tracksuit on, I've got a wetsuit on top of it, and I'm shadow boxing in the sauna, I come back later, all the water was drained out of me. And they took me out there to start running, I couldn't run, I was trying, and I'm going to faint, man, because I'd nothing in me, no fluids, nothing. Well, I said, great, so that's what I did, to avoid getting mentally, but it's great. At least I had a wee bit of imagination, a wee bit of vision. So that's great, because I had so much respect for, no, that's daft. If I had so much respect, I wouldn't have had a drink. But once I stopped having a cup, but you weren't going to be phoning it was just all the boys there was. We went down to Wembley in a black Mackay van hire, a Ford Transit van. Mattresses in there, all our food in there. That was it. That was our hotel, 4-star hotel, because it had four wheels. And I can't imagine that. Professional football players. It was great. But it was a sad time for me, Christy.
I was going to say it.
Mainly because I was driving myself on it, but when I played, I wasn't getting there. 17 months I was. No, too long.
As a player then, what, if you look back on your playing career, what was the best game you played in?
Well, the most satisfying, obviously, the Rangers game. To score through in Glasgow, it was great. That was great. But that was nae my best game. That was just the importance of that game was scoring a winning goal. But there was another 3 goals scored for us, so that was important that we all worked together. There was a game out here we drew with Rangers 2-2 again, and I was playing against Derek Parline, right? And the 2 games before it, Parline had scored 2 hat-tricks, and I can mind my feather saying to me, I was just going out to get the lift. I had my wee bag, my feather said, James, I says, because I can't just go to the game. He says, James, I says, what feather? Derek Parline could never have been a better son to me than you've been. I listened to that, I says, oh yeah, I'm going to kill this Parline. Kill me? He just says, hey, no matter what happens, you're my son, and I love you to bits. And I said, I'm going to try my hair. And I was in the team of the day on a Sunday Mail, team of the day. Parline got taken off. He got taken off, honest. He got taken off because I booted the hell out of me. Honestly, I was not going to let him score. And Alec O'Hara come on, and he scored. He scored, but I wasn't fussy. I wasn't Parline. And that's who we drew. And Alec, he scored a great goal. It was a corner. Can't mind who took it, wee Jackie Sinclair or Graham Shaw or something. Somebody took it anyway, and Alec hit it on the volley. And it was great. 2-2. The crowd, the atmosphere was great. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. Against Clyde, I played against Clyde Bank down there and scored 2 goals. Scored twice. I played in midfield. And 1-4-9, so that was great. Great to score twice, not just the once, but the twice was great. And all the games, I just loved playing. I love putting the stripple. People say, oh, for the strip, but genuinely, because I was local and I used to come in, I used to walk for the school, I used to plug the school. When I used to get higher history. On a Wednesday, the last 2 periods, I used to say, I want to see history getting made at East End. I used to walk in and try to get a lift back. And I did. It was great. And the Cuddy Road, for the high school, I used to walk along and used to turn it, and majority of the time you got a lift. And there were some great games I played in. But never the big European games. That was a real thing. That was in Valencia, Abu Augustine, and West Brom became 68 and all that. That was class. Class. Honestly, it was just fantastic to stand up there and say, oh, I want to play against their boys. I want to play for Dunfermline. And I'm trying to think of the game. Every time you score, it's great. I mean, scoring Jim Wallace crossed it in for the left, and I ran in and headed out of the goal. I think it was Berwick or something. And scored against Hibs. That was good. Got beat, so I didn't like that. Playing against Alan Gordon, who was a great player. And Clyde Bank, the 2 against Clyde Bank. Scored in a pre-season friendly against an English team. I headed up this end. That was quite nice. That cheered you up. A lot of good games. See when we won promotion. That was great. Because what an attacking team we were. Jim Wallace, I think Jim Wallace scored something like 6, 7, 8 goals in the one season.
He had a powerful shot on him.
Oh, great free kick, great left foot. Should have went further. Celtic were looking at him. Different teams, but different temperament. Jimmy Max was a wee bit more laid back than me. I was. I was up there, I wanted to kill folk. And but some of the games there, I had a boy from a girl who was a year older than me, but Ronnie Muller. He went to Leishman and went to Man United. Sharing digs for a year with George Best, what a thrill that must have been. And then he got freed, he came up to Hibs for 6 months. Dunfermline for about 2 weeks. But then he eventually signed for Brechin, that was the first and second division. And so he puts a bet on with me, he says, right, you give me the draw? I said, I'll give you the draw. You're at home. Right, a tenner. Right, great, so we're 4-0 up after 20 minutes. I'm pissing myself. Oh, I'm low half at night, so I keep running back. Double or quits. It's 4-4. I'll give you 4 goals. You want doubles or quits? And I'm really winding him up. Right. So 20 quid I got. He said, we beat them 8-1. It's stupid. It's stupid. But I was girly boy. You know what I mean? And so it was great. But some great. Graham Shaw and Kenny Markey were great. A great combination. Two of them. 26, I think, 23 goals or something like that. Kenny Markey was there. I was well, Kenny Markey Kirsten, right? Well, the day he got asked to get out the bath, he's going to Ibrox. We were in the bath after training, having a laugh, because we're quite good pals, We used to, our preparation for the game was a Friday after training, me, Kenny Markey, Jim Scott, and Alec Ginnenwood. We go to Kirkcaldy, the Tampa Bulls, up at the up there, where the wee shops were. And 2 games of 10 pin bowling. I would go along to Kirkcaldy to the pictures, no matter what was on. I'd watch the afternoon, the matinee picture show, the bus home, and I'd be in my bed at 9:30 on a Friday. That was my Friday, that's what I liked to do. And I was with Kenny Markey in the bath, we're having a laughy, and just talking and enjoyed them all. Right, Joke, they call him, right Joke, come with me. So next week to meet Joke Wallace. £50,000 at that time. And well, he was getting a far better offer for them than what he was on here. And his dad turned it, the dad says, no, you're not ready. You're not ready to go. So he didn't go. And 3 months later he's driving to training with a John Player Special Ford Capri. Kind of black one with the gold. I says, well, there you go. But then, just these things, an opportunity, I would have took it.
Yeah.
I would have took it to go and see if I could have handled it. But good lad too. Imagine.